Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the daily forecast for Friday, October 11th, 2024. It is the 20th of Libra and the day of the vampire. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get through this. For our astrology of the day, the sun is in Libra, cardinal air, representing justice. The moon is second quarter Capricorn, cardinal earth, representing tradition. At 10:53 a.m. Central Time, it will go void, of course, and then at 11:31 a.m. Central Time, it moves into second quarter Aquarius, fixed air, representing rebellion. Mercury is in Libra, cardinal air, representing the visionary. Venus is in Scorpio, fixed water, representing passion. Mars is in Cancer, cardinal water, which is seeking security. Jupiter is retrograding in Gemini, mutable air, which is to broaden perspective. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which is to redefine dreams. Uranus is retrograding in Taurus, fixed earth, representing rebellion. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which is spiritual awakening. Pluto is retrograding in Capricorn, cardinal earth, representing transformation. And then at 7:34 p.m. Central Time, Pluto finally goes direct. It'll be in Capricorn, cardinal earth, and it will represent reconstruction. Oh, pardon me. So we're starting to get some of the retrogrades coming off, which will be a nice relief. Now, our retrograde reminders, we have Jupiter, reconnect with your true path. For Saturn, reclaim your authority. For Uranus, reconsider how you rebel. For Neptune, reclaim your magic. And for Chiron, restore the heroic spirit. Our moon phase is waxing gibbous, which means it's time to really commit to our goals and make sure we're putting them into practice. We have the Aquarius moon. So the do's are socialize, group projects, and seek wisdom. And the don'ts are personal concerns, predictable NPCs over rationality. Anything boring, essentially, not what you want to focus on today. Sneeze turned into a hiccup, I tell you what. It's all sorts of interesting on my end over here. Okay, on this day of Venus, your passions may lead you to share your intellectual interests with others, possibly to the extent of trying to involve them in your investigations. The energy in the air may also inspire you to seduce your sweetheart's mind before seeking the comforts of your sweetheart's body. So keep in mind that there is a little bit more of the cerebral energy in the world. So if you're wanting to get to the more tactile, you need to start with the brain. For our Halloween tarot, we have the Ace of Ips. Ace represents the essence. Imps represent the emotional masculine, projective energy, fire element, and drive. The keywords for the card are promising new adventures, moments of illumination, and vitality and enthusiasm. And I think our little imp, even though it's being held down by its tail, it's looking up, it's chasing the sky, it's having a great time. It reminds me a little bit of the kittens. As you all know, I have a litter of kittens currently running around my house, and this is very much how they go through the day. Even when their mother, bops them or corrects them or tries to hurt them somewhere, they're still all everything is wonderful. I'm going to explore, and it's going to be an exciting day. So that would be a good way to approach the day today. Oh, now for the Celtic triad, it reads three things which a person obtains from traveling in a strange land: hunger, cold, and derision. So this is quite different from the usual narrative that we have about travel, because usually travel is very romanticized. Travel is about fun and exploration, getting to experience new things. But we've got to bear in mind that unlike our ancestors, we are traveling in relative comfort. We usually have the benefits of modern technology. We have the benefits of modern plumbing arrangements most places we choose to go. So it's an altogether different experience than what they would have had when they did not have the facilities that we just take for granted. So hunger, if they were traveling, they might not necessarily know where to find food, or there could be unfamiliar foods. There could be allergies. I mean, how many of our ancestors died in the process of figuring out which plants we could eat and which plants we couldn't. So there's that danger that they would have faced. And then cold. Shelter wouldn't have always been available or adequate. There's a lot of there's a lot of possibility for danger when it comes for someone traveling, particularly if they're traveling in the colder months. Even today, if you have a breakdown with your car, if you're in the middle of nowhere, that you could be in a pretty desperate situation pretty quickly. But for our ancestors, we're going out on a limb here, kind of traveling. That was just what they faced when they traveled. So the fact that they would have to endure cold in a way that we mostly can't conceive of uh, is worth contemplating. And then derision. Person is new to place, you don't necessarily know the local customs. There could be language differences, and that easily makes a person conspicuous, seen not as intelligent as what they are, and ultimately make them less respected. People like their comfort zones, and the more out of control the world gets, I think the more fond people are getting of their comfort zones. They're really sick of having to stick their neck out about every single aspect of life. They're wanting something to feel safe, secure, and familiar. And so people who are threatening that, that obviously creates problems because this is not the time to be asking people to bend or to be, particularly accommodating for people who are not only not assimilated into the group, but have no interest in assimilation. This is not the time to be asking too much of people. I'm just tossing that out there right now. People are tired. They are tired of feeling insecure. They're tired of feeling that they're supposed to apologize or not to live their lives in the manner in which they're accustomed to for fear of offending someone who came here 5 minutes ago, which they may not have arrived with permission. And there's a lot of things that are involved in these various dangers and disadvantages of traveling. Technology makes up for some of it, but not all of it. Okay, I guess that sneeze isn't going to come. Let's talk magical correspondences. They're on the theme of enlightenment. The color is white, the plant is the lotus, the animal is the cow, and the crystal's desert rose. Confusion drains energy. And you have all the lore of the vampire draining people of blood to where they can no longer live. Well, confusion can drain us of energy in exactly the same way. So if you're experiencing confusion, and if you are, I don't blame you. There's lots of that about. Use your skills to gain clarity. Use your skills to kind of sift through the distractions, the everything that could possibly mislead us, and just to find some things that are solid that we can hold on to, that are testable and real. I think we really, really need that right about now. And then for our practices, you might make up a spell jar, contemplate the lessons of vampires, address the question of how are you not like Venus, and what are the limitations of Venusian wisdom. And it's Friday, so that means romantic evening. Go out, maybe have a moonlit walk or visit a haunted house. Go out and experience something with your sweetie. So we have this example of a Samhain spell jar, along with some affirmations of, I release what no longer holds me. I step into new paths with confidence, ease, and grace. I release my family cyclical patterns. I release others' expectations. I affirm the steps that are for my highest good. And you see a variety of those ingredients in that jar. With the dirt, that might even be ancestral dirt from where they're buried, possibly. You have seasonal leaves, colorful, that are representing the change from one chapter to another. Looks like there's some lavender in there. Another plant that I'm not sure of, possibly sage, and a little note along with cinnamon sticks. And all of these things come together to essentially create a jar that's focused on your intentions for release. And that's very important because the spiritual year is coming to a close. There's a lot of things we want to be released from, including patterns that no longer serve us. So make use of your collection of glass jars. Don't bother telling me that you don't have a collection of them. If you're one of my brother or sister witches, I know you've got at least a few tucked away. We can't help ourselves. I know you're hoarding a few. And make use of these, set intentions for the next cycle because for us, the new year is coming in just a couple weeks. And then for today's journal prompt, what dark romance couple do you consider to be toxic? There's all sorts of possibilities for that. And then on that note, I will wish you a very magical and delightfully spooky day. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.